John F. Kennedy said, "History is, after all, the memory of a nation." On John F. Kennedy's staff was Arthur Schlesinger Jr., a Pulitzer Prize-winning author. He says, "History is to the nation what memory is to the individual." Have you ever met an individual who has lost their memory? Maybe they have Alzheimer's. They forgot who they are. They forgot who you are. They can be taken advantage of very easily. Well, we have national Alzheimer's. Here we are, the freest country that planet Earth has ever seen, and we forgot how we got here. And as a result, we're sitting there letting all of our freedoms get taken out of our hands. And so we need to know the history to have an identity. But on the other side, there is an intentional effort to get rid of this history. Even Karl Marx said, remove the heritage of the people and they're easily conquered. You look at a communist tactic called deconstruction, where you separate a people from their past, get them into a neutral where they do not remember where they came from, and then you can brainwash them into the future you have planned for them. It's actually a sales technique. If I was a toothpaste salesman, the first thing I would do is say negative things about the toothpaste you are currently using. You're still using that old stuff? Don't you know it'll eat the enamel off your teeth? Ooh, you're repulsed by it. Now I got you into a neutral. You're sort of open-minded. What are all the toothpastes out there nowadays? I haven't been keeping up. Then I can give you my pitch for this brand new tartar control breath freshener stuff. And so they apply this to the students in the classroom, where they go into the classroom and they say negative things about the history that these kids have been taught. Oh, those founding fathers were bigots and slave owners and chauvinists, and they were terrible to the Indians, and the students are repulsed by them. Now you got the students into a neutral. They're sort of open-minded. What are all the belief systems out there nowadays? And then you can give them your pitch for the LGBT or socialism or Islam. And so we see this trend of drive neutral reverse has taken place in Europe. Europe went from a Judeo-Christian past, but then Europe went into a secular neutral with the French Revolution and Napoleon spreading all this French secularism around Europe. And secularism says nothing special about our Christian past and just bring in all kinds of new beliefs and free sex and LGBT. And then Europe is now entering an Islamic future, with Muhammad being the #1 name for newborns in Germany, in London, in Milan, in Brussels, and large populations, 751 neighborhoods around Paris, taken over by 5 million Muslim immigrants. And the best the police can do is put up signs that say enter at your own risk. So we see Europe has gone from a Judeo-Christian past into a secular, free sex, anything goes neutral, and now Europe is entering an Islamic future. And so in a sense, the whole LGBT agenda is a transition phase. It's a cutting of ties from the Christian past, but it's quickly co-opted by fundamental Islam. The people that are involved in that agenda do not see it, and they're incapable of seeing it. In a sense, sin blinds you to the consequences of sin. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. And so they're blinded to the consequences of their agenda, which is their country, their civilization being moved to one that is taken over by Islam.